Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I'm just gonna give it another 30 seconds or so and gonna get live on Facebook. All right. So welcome to day 2 of the morning routine challenge. This is one of my favorite topics today. So we're going to talk about mindfulness, meditation, and breath work, and why this can be a great thing to include into your morning routine to get things off to a start where you can feel just grounded and calm and focused. Since I've been doing breath work with my friend Benedict, it has made such a tremendous difference to my nervous system. So for those of you out there who are struggling with anxiety, just feeling like you're just kind of always sort of frazzled and stressed, feeling very disorganized, which is definitely a tendency for me to be. Like, I always use the excuse, I'm an artist, so I'm supposed to be disorganized. And I always use that excuse, and it was always a very fixed mindset around that. Like, that's just the way artists are. And so I'm really learning that through breath work and through meditation and mindfulness. We can really change if we want to. We don't have to box ourselves into these limited identities, and we can do things that we never maybe thought we were capable of doing. Between that and reading this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, which it's by Joe Dispenza. The title is, I'm kind of conflicted about that title because it definitely kind of is not in alignment with this whole idea of like self-acceptance and self-love, which is also so important, right? That we are loving and accepting of who we are in the moment, but also recognizing that if we want to change, we can. And Joe Dispenza talks a lot about how if we're going to change, we have to embody that change even before it actually happens. Like, if we want our life to change, we have to sort of live as if it's already changed. We have to teach our body what it feels like to be already in that changed state, so that our body can remember and feel a new way of being and call in a new way of being. It gets into this whole idea of like quantum physics and all of these ideas of manifestation. But I really encourage reading it. It really does kind of blow your mind about how we are really what's holding us back, and we are what we manifest. And so I've been doing breath work. I've been doing this meditation wherein I call in and feel in my body, the gratitude and those shifts that I want to happen for myself. And it's been super transformative. So I encourage people to carve out a few minutes in the morning. So if you could simply give yourself 10 more minutes in the morning, during which you could get into a state of gratitude and imagination of what could be for you. If there's something in your life you want to change, something in your health you want to change, if you can spend 10 minutes in the morning just sitting and breathing and feeling at that state of gratitude and imagining with all the detail what it is, what it looks like, what it feels like to have that as your reality, you'll be surprised how over time your things will happen in your life that will bring that into your reality. And why not feel that way now? Why not feel the gratitude and the happiness for all those things that are that are going to come, versus waiting to be happy when they get here? We can feel as if it's already happened. And that gratitude is kind of like a magnet that pulls those things that we want toward us. And then when you go into your day already feeling this huge sense of gratitude, already, coming out of this 10-minute meditation and breath work, feeling gratitude, feeling focus, feeling clarity, how much better might your day be? Right? I mean, it's just 10 minutes, sometimes not even that. Sometimes I might even just meditate for like a couple of minutes before my monkey brain is just like, yeah, I got to get to work. Like, I got to go check some emails. I got to, I'm just too, like, sometimes I'm just a little bit too hyper about getting going. And, I'm worried about a client and I want to see if they've messaged me or whatever. So, but even just a couple of minutes, there's actually research. So we talk a lot about epigenetics in the functional medicine coaching space and functional medicine space. And epigenetics is basically this concept that we can control how our genes are expressed. So we used to think we were just at the mercy of our genetic code. So whatever our genes said, whatever was written is like, that's just what's going to happen. My parents had diabetes, I'm going to have diabetes. And now we realize that our genes can be affected by the chemicals that wash over them. And the chemicals that wash over them are affected by how we feel, by our emotions and our feelings. And so when we get into a state of gratitude, that's going to change the chemicals that are created in our body that then wash over our genes and affect the genetic expression. So when we are in a state of gratitude, we may be turning off the genes of aging and turning on the genes of longevity. That's a very simplified way to look at it, because we do not have time to get into the weeds, nor am I probably capable of getting into the weeds to really explain epigenetics at a cellular level. But this is, this kind of high level, but it's science, it's research. We know it to be true. Epigenetics, we know to be true. And there's research saying that even 1 minute of meditating can change genetic expression. And the same goes for exercise. We'll talk about that when we get to the day we talk about joyful movement. So think about that. 1 minute of sitting and meditating and doing some deep breath work and being in a state of gratitude can change your future. That's crazy, right? Like, why would you not do that? So what I would like to do today is guide you through a quick meditation. This is going to be, everyone's busy. We have busy mornings. We need to get to work. I don't expect you to spend a half an hour listening to a meditation. So I'm going to make it brief. But if you are in a place, obviously not driving, but if you are in a place where you can sit or lie down for just a few minutes as I guide you through, this is going to be pulling on some of my heart math. I'm a heart math practitioner, so I teach people heart math techniques to get their heart rate variability, to improve their heart rate variability and their heart coherence. Coherence is the term we use when our heart's rhythm is sort of in alignment and communicating coherently with the rest of our body. So we're in a nice rhythmic heart rate variability. It's if you looked at the heart rate variability on a graph, it would be these nice sine waves versus sort of like chaotic, jaggedy kind of a graph. So heart rate variability, our heart's rhythm down to milliseconds, it speaks to the rest of our body. It does. The heart's actually known as has the third brain, the gut's the second brain. And so what's happening with the heart sends signals to the brain and to the rest of the body and the nervous system. So when we get into coherence, starting at our heart rate and heart rate variability, that actually can tell the brain, we're good, we're calm, everything's fine. You don't have to stress. And so heart math is a really exciting field. So I'm gonna kind of guide you through a little bit of what I do when I do a heart math session. So if you are in a place where you can close your eyes, I will invite you to close your eyes, get comfortable. I'm gonna play some music in the background here. And I invite you to just start to pay attention to your breath. So close your eyes. Pay attention to your breathing. Start to slow your breathing. Think about inhaling to the count of 4, exhaling to the count of 6 or maybe 7. In through the nose, deep breaths down into your belly. Another deep breath, slowly. Nice long exhalations. Feel yourself getting heavier in the chair. Begin to relax your eyes and your forehead. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax your shoulders. Feel them away from your ears. Take another deep breath. Let your belly rise as you inhale. Feel your diaphragm stretching down. And now I want you to imagine that you're taking your breaths in and out through the area of your heart. Imagine your breath is like energy and it's flowing in through your heart. You're breathing in, feeling of calm and peace. Breathing out, love and gratitude. And imagine as you're inhaling, you're lighting up each cell of your heart. And cell by cell, your heart is lighting up. Until your heart is a big ball of energetic light. And now from that bright, energetic light, send that light out to every cell in your body. Feel your whole body lighting up, cell by cell. Now I want you to call to mind a person, a place, a memory, something that gives you a feeling of gratitude, appreciation, or love. Could be a special memory from the past, could be a person, could be a pet. Maybe it's a vision of your future. Breathe in that gratitude. Breathe it in like energy. What does it feel like in your body? Continue to take deeper and slower breaths as you let this gratitude fill up your body. Let your body just resonate with gratitude, appreciation, or love. Now I want you to think about something that you would like to change in your life. Maybe it's something with regard to your health. Maybe it's your social life. Maybe it's your romantic life. Maybe it's your job. Whatever it is you'd like to change, imagine yourself 6 months from now, a year from now, and that change has already happened. See this future version of yourself. See it with all the detail. And now begin to embody that. Don't just see it in the future. What does it feel like if you could put yourself into that future vision and embody that? What does that feel like? You're already there. You've already manifested that reality. What does that feel like in your body? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel gratifying? Does it feel fulfilling? Does it feel like you're living your purpose? Does it feel like home? Let your body really feel what it means to be in that desired reality. I invite you to come back to thinking about your breath. You should feel nice and slow and deep. Oh, I invite you to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe flutter your eyes open. Come back to this here and now. But that is a very quick version of this type of meditation. And I just wanted to have everybody have a kind of a quick experience of, what I'm talking about when we talk about meditating into that state of gratitude for that which we desire. So letting our body feel what that feels like, not waiting until we get there, but feeling it ahead of time. And again, this book. Sorry, there we go. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. So again, we need to teach our body new feelings. We need to get it into a new state, because otherwise our body and our lizard brain just is happy with the known, the familiar. So known and familiar is safe, even if it's not what we really want. It's known and familiar, so it's safe. It's not new and different, which is threatening. And so we kind of are hardwired to do the same thing all the time. And in order to have a different reality in life, we have to start behaving in new ways and teaching our body what it feels like to be in a new state. We have to actually essentially become a new person. And this, again, is not to say that we should not have self-love and acceptance, because we absolutely should have self-love and acceptance. But at the same time, both and is one of my favorite sayings, both and. We can love and accept ourselves and want a different reality for ourselves, which means that we do need to step into a new way of being. And so this meditation, this morning meditation, can be a great way to get there. Starting your day out, visualizing that which you want for yourself and feeling as if it's already happened. And then it just at the same time as feeling gratitude for that which you already have, that which you have had in the past. We can always have gratitude for our positive experiences in the past. We can have gratitude for the people who have been in our lives and who have given us amazing experiences and memories. And I think that's a great way to honor sometimes the people in our lives who we have lost. We've all lost people. And of course that's sad, but when we focus on the gratitude that for all the things that they meant to us, that gratitude can really fill us up with positive energy. So starting our day off with this positive energy of gratitude and feeling into our future desired state, these are great ways to start your day, right? What a great way to start your day. So breathwork is also a big part of this. We didn't really focus a lot on the breathwork. I had you really work on slowing down. My friend Benedict is a breathwork facilitator. I brought her in and we did a wonderful breathwork session on Saturday. And she has a weekly, or I think it's a weekly, maybe it's not quite weekly, but she does group breathwork that anyone can get involved with and do. I think she does them Sunday mornings. I'll get more details about that. And I will probably, I will bring her back for my community again, probably, maybe sometime in the holidays or maybe in the new year, we'll bring her back. But breathwork is really wonderful for balancing the nervous system. We all need to learn how to breathe correctly, and it changes your life. So start your day off by really focusing on deep, slow breaths in through your nose. We don't want to be mouth breathers. Mouth breathing there's a lot of problems being if you're a mouth breather. And if you're a mouth breather at night, especially be aware of that. If you wake up in the morning and you've got drool and your pillow's wet, you're a mouth breather. And that's not good. That mouth breathing leads to all kinds of problems, from dental problems to high blood pressure. It doesn't allow us to optimize our detox at night while we sleep. Lots of problems associated with mouth breathing. There's a whole book called Breath by James Nestor, and it's fascinating, wonderful read. So in the mornings, really be thinking about, how am I breathing? Am I holding my breath? Am I breathing shallow, or am I breathing down deep into my belly, nice and slow? So you can just, even in the bed when you wake up, you can just focus in on a couple minutes of deep, slow breathing, and it just immediately balances your nervous system. So I would end this morning's time together, just having you think about what have I learned today that's important for me personally. So it's one thing to know things academically, like, oh yeah, I know meditation's good, whatever. What does it mean for me personally? How am I going to benefit from doing this? What will change in my life if I practice this? Because if we can't make it personal, it's just not going to happen. We really need to understand what's going to change for us personally if we do this, and why is that important? So consider what doing a meditation or breathwork session like this in the morning could do for you for your day. Could it change your nervous system? Could you go into your day with less anxiety, less stress? Could it potentially help you manifest a new reality because you are allowing yourself to be in a state in which it's already happened, which creates that magnetic pull? Could it change your relationships? Maybe you're an easier person to be around in the morning. maybe it improves the time with your family. Maybe you start off the day having just a better interaction with the people in your life. So there's a lot of ways that we can benefit from doing this type of work, and it doesn't have to take a ton of time. If you just give yourself, a few extra minutes in the morning to find a quiet space. There's lots of guided meditations on YouTube, tons. You can, for whatever you want, you can find meditation. That's a new word. I'm going to coin that. Meditation for abundance, meditation for managing stress, meditation for anxiety. Anything you want. There's a guided meditation on YouTube for it. I guarantee you can find all kinds of guided meditations to listen to. So I would invite you to explore this a little bit. We've got 3 more days in this 5-day challenge. And so if you are working, if you're doing this challenge with me, I would invite you to do your tall glass of water in the morning before you have your coffee. And I would invite you to consider putting into place anywhere from a 5 to 15, 20-minute meditation breath work. Again, doesn't have to take a ton of time. The research says even 1 minute of meditation can make a difference to your physiology. So I would invite you to just, for the rest of this week, spend a little bit of time in this sort of meditation breath work in the morning and just see what happens. Okay, so that is it for this morning's time together. I thank you for joining me. Please reach out if you have questions. You can find me on Facebook. You can message me through. You can get onto my website, heartwellnesscoaching.com. And if you have questions about working with me, or if you have questions about anything we chatted about today, I invite you to reach out and ask. And I hope to see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for our next day. I think tomorrow we're talking about joyful movement. I think that's tomorrow's topic. And then Friday, I'm bringing my friend Sandy on, who is going to talk to us about how you can do these self-care things in the morning with a busy household and having lots of little ones to take care of as well. So I'm looking forward to Friday to have Sandy on. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.